So peep game, just got my clothes washed at this, right? At the spot in Cairo. Yo, look at how they deliver your clothes back. This joint like brand new package, brand new clothing. Look at this. Boom. This shit looks luxurious. Boom. Look at that. Boom. Underwear. This is next level crazy. I ain't never in my life. Look at that. Boom. Look at that. My word's popping, baby. Popping, baby. Oh. Look at the jeans. Oh. Brand new jeans, Lord. Oh, look at all the things out. They popping. I'm about to just bring all my stuff back to KEMET. And, God, this is nuts. This is nuts. I don't even know how much that cost. It's probably like $7. But, hey, I'll tell you what. I ain't never in my life had my clothes washed, repackaged, and then put back in the joint to look anything remotely close to this. So I just think some praises for this, regardless of what buttons might be missing, and you know what I mean. I don't even at this point. I don't even care. As long as that joint is there, then we golden and we good. So that's 1, 2, 3 pieces. I think I got my socks, my underwear. This is nuts. And then boom, my joint. This exclusive royal treatment here at the can't ask for better service than this. Yo, this is peace though. I truly do appreciate that. That's what's up, yo. Blessed though. You already know. Yeah. It's checkout day. Getting my laundry. Gotta pay my laundry bill, son. They have the best laundry service. They fold your clothes nice. Laundry was dope. That was cool.
Did they provide me with distribution?
Of course.
لا ما خلصتش عندي زحمة. لا.
It's good?
She's mad.
We're paying for the service. The electronic device is mad, she said.
Mad.
She's being difficult.
Yeah. بص طبعا الفاتورة ازاي؟ لا ما انا عايزة انا مش هفضل كل شوية اقول خلاص انا طبعت ده قلت له وريته على السيستم.
Angry Machines. I told you it wouldn't be a V2G multimedia trip if stuff like that didn't happen. It has to happen.
بص هو ينفع هما الأوضة اتنين، واحد هيمشي دلوقتي والتاني لسه مش هيمشي دلوقتي. هو قال لي هي she's coming.
Yeah, you know, her machine, she said, is being angry because we have to leave at 8:20.
Okay,
It's good. So yeah, the group is here. We're about to break out. Head to Memphis, they said, and then we head into Saqqara, and then from there we are going to Aswan. We fly out at 6 tonight. So it's been a great experience, man. This is a nice hotel, super nice people, luxury suites, chilling. Like I said, if this is the treatment that you receive when you have a nice, you know, tour that's put together, I would highly recommend that you do it that way. For the simple fact that you get passage through, you know, situations a lot easier because you're rolling with people who speak the language, and they've already have been connected with so many of the locations that you'll be going to, that it just makes it easy, you know. It's like a plug, you know. Connect with the correct plug and you'll be fine, is at least what I see. This has been my experience here. And yeah, I think that's the way it should be. And my recommendation for anyone that's looking to travel. And this hotel, the La Meridian, is actually a pretty good hotel, man. They've accommodated us well. The folding of the clothing was like next level. I've never seen or have my clothes washed like that, where they put it in bags and the bags look fresher, newer, sealed, better than the original packaging. So that would be my recommendation. Just kind of like, I'm giving this a 5-star. This is definitely 5-star treatment, you know, outside of the US. I've been in hotels in the US and paid way more money than this and didn't get half of this level of service. Not even half. You know, not even half. And the cleanliness was good. The changing of the sheets, they tucked you in like a baby swaddle. It was next level. But it's cool though, man. So next experience, we, you know, prayerfully, it'll be just as nice. But I'll catch you guys in Memphis and then Saqqara. Peace and light. So yes, coming out, even look, see the hotel, dope experience. I feel like a dignitary almost out here, man, you know? Everybody's kind of dressed in suits and ties and stuff. Like V2G, multimedia, will we do the suit and ties? Maybe one day, but I don't want a suit and tie, man. I want traditional clothing, custom made, straight out of Nigeria, straight out of KEMET, straight out of Kenya, straight out of Ghana, straight out of South Africa. Like all of those sort of things is what I'm looking to do. And how I'm going to be styling when I'm meeting with these international folk. I have to come as I am, you know. Will it be a top hat? Absolutely, some days. Will it be some kicks and some fresh ones? Like absolutely. You going to Dubai with them on? Absolutely. This is how we rocking. I have to be myself. And I would recommend and suggest that whoever you're with and whatever it is that you're doing, just remain true to yourself, man, in all things that you do. Because everybody else out there is doing them. So you do you. And I think having that level of approach, people will respect you more. Because they see that you're not necessarily concerned. You're not necessarily concerned with what they're doing, you know? This is Muhammad, he's the organizer. He's the person that organized the whole thing. One of the people that laughed when, you know, we went into the executive room, and I said, don't worry, dude, I'll be sitting at these tables with you soon, very shortly. And I meant that, and I mean it. And it will happen, and it will manifest. And I'll be back at this hotel a few times in a different capacity, in a different space, and bringing a bunch of my folks with me to do commerce, to do business, to do exchanges, to have meetings, to travel, to do all of the same things that we're doing right now, just collectively, you know? One hand washes the other is what we still say. One hand washes the other. Look at this beautiful, beautiful arrangement of all of the garden and stuff. Look at this right out front. We get a look, get a glimpse, get a taste, get a feel. Yo, the weather's mad cool right now. This is, if you were out here with a sweater on, you would be fine. If you were out here with a sweater on, you would do well. I got my long sleeve shirt on. I also have on my what do you call it? My Under Armour. And having the Under Armour on is still good. It feels like 70 with a nice breeze. The humidity isn't really an issue. There's no humidity. So the humidity is lacking, which makes it doable. And that's pretty much how it's been. Last night it was extremely chilly. My quads are still messed up, but it's all love, fam. We doing what we do. Like I said, we're about to head out to Memphis. We know what that's about. And right from the beginning, they're stopping yourself from, you know, tuning in and tapping into these energies that are out here. But it's all love, because just being here, you are the Jed. You are the You don't need a staff. You don't need, you know what I mean, a particular chain or amulet or any of those things. You're the You're the Jed. You're the conduit. You're the energy. You're the plug. So your presence alone is divine enough to summon whatever it is that you wish to summon, to bring forth and manifest whatever it is that you want to bring forth and manifest. It ain't always gonna be something instant and spontaneous. You know what I mean? It might take some work. Yo, something else. As I'm looking out here, they have like crows, ravens, but I've never seen them. If I could get a glimpse and capture of them, I'll see if I could take a picture. But they're like gray and black ravens, bro. Like, they look so dope. When I look it up online, or if I'm able to find it, you know what I mean, before this video is posted or whatever the case may be, I'll be sure to put that out. You know what I mean? And look, they bringing out the luggage as our coach bus. This is what we're driving and riding in. And I recommend like this level of style instead of something that's like instead of something that's a lot more dainty. You know what I mean? So they got my bag right over there. And my home slice Muhammad over there was really cool, man. I gave him a CD, A Moment to Reflect 3. He said he was gonna check it out. You know what I mean? But yeah, this level of service and this style of riding, you can get out here in KEMET. It might cost, you know what I mean? But look at it. It's a nice coach. It's a nice bus. Pretty dope. I don't know how long of a ride. I just know the flight to Aswan is going to be maybe about an hour and some change. You know what I mean? The shit got Wi-Fi on the bus and everything. But we're gonna see what happens, and we're gonna see. Let me go help this woman. Claire is one of the people that was with us, but she...
Memphis is the oldest capital to ancient Egypt. Expected to be there at the 14 minutes an hour. Will be at Memphis first. Memphis is the capital of the unified Egypt, 3200 BC. After Memphis, we are visiting Saqqara. Saqqara is the cemetery of Memphis. Memphis was the capital where the people and the pharaoh lived during the Old Kingdom, and Saqqara was the cemetery, was the graveyard where they built the tombs and the pyramids for the pharaoh.
Just got off the bus with our friends. Hey, how are you, sir? Yes, thank you. Had a wonderful bus ride, wonderful conversations. So that's what that clip is for.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got also like the harness thing.
I do too. I have it, but I'm thinking like the harness. I don't know. Did you haven't tried it?
I tried the harness. It was nice. It felt comfortable.
Coming through.
like ISIS. Yes or no? How was your day, guys? Good? ISIS. Rameses.
That sounds good to me. Thank you.
Look, Rameses, after we finish, this is my place.
Okay.
Buy something if you want.
All right. Thank you.
Bye, Rameses.
All right.
اسمها الاكس راي الجو بتاع المعادن واحد على الاسكان.
Oh, don't put the water.
تمسك الاسكان وتقف مش اي حاجه، تمسك الاسكان وتقف تسمع عن البط، يمسك الاسكان ده مسموع عن البط اهو جاهز اهو. نمسك الاسكان ده اهو ده مسموع عن البط، دي تفتيش على البر. هنقول نبيل اللي بره.
Thank you.
لا اللي هو هنا اهو مثال ورا، اللي هو هنا اهو مسموع عن البط.
This is Memphis, the oldest capital for Egypt. After the unification, which we believe in 3200 BC, Menes, the pharaoh in armor, he decided to build a new city to be close from the north part of Egypt to the south part of Egypt. So as the season of the two lands, or the controller of the two lands. And they have another name called Imhotep, which means the white wall, because of the high walls that and it became the capital of Egypt. Even with the existence of the religious capital, which is Luxor or Thebes, Memphis and the Egyptian army. So it was an administration capital, almost all over the Egyptian. Unfortunately, Memphis, which was all the area you see here, this is the open air museum. This is remains what we discovered from the Syrian area, because the whole city had been destroyed. Coupled or many times, but the major destruction happened by the Assyrians and the Persians, which is about 500, about 600 BC. The Persians. The Persians almost destroyed Memphis because it was a symbol for the excavations. The excavation started in the 19th century by the Italians, and one of the most famous pieces discovered, it's the statue. We will go to see it inside there. This is, if that finished, would be 15 meters long, and it belongs to Rameses II, the great pharaoh who was for 57 years. I want from you, when you look, once we go inside, you will see the statue laying at the back, because when they discovered in 1850, they tried to turn it. It was, the face was in the mud. 1850, they tried to turn the statue over the back, but they couldn't. Until 1950, they made it in 1950. 1952, they turned the statue over its back, and they decided to build the whole building over the statue itself. When we go inside, the first part of the statue, you will see there is a lot of damage on the granite. Why? Because it's been under the water and under the mud for a long time. Most of the statues that we discovered here and in Delta part of Egypt, most of the time it suffered from being under the water for a long time, because the Nile flood used to flood all the time. We will go inside and we will talk more about the statue of Rameses II. Remember the name? The guy built in 60 sites around the country. His name will be repeated all the time. He ruled Egypt for 67 years, and he died in the end of the 80s, beginning of the 90s. It's great. It's the great temples of Imhotep. But let's start from here.
Here we go. Let me just grab this. Oh, look at this. We had the same idea. You're holding your GoPro, baby. Alright, we walking in. Here we go. Oh wow! What? He's blown away by it.
If you look at the side of the statue, you see the effects of being one of those. It's a kills nerves in here. Just leave the. You see, this is the effect of being under the lid. All the heads, all the arms, all the backside, and it's supposed to.
That's pretty insane. The whole time your mouth is like, oh, this is. Wow. Wow. I didn't know. Madness. Dude, this is wild. This is nuts. Nuts. Excuse me. Bro. Oh, he was taller than this. What is it made out of? Did he say? Bro. That is insane. What is this made out of?
Limestone.
That's limestone? How difficult would this be to cut and do this with
A
limestone?
lot easier than granite, for sure.
But this size? At
This size, I mean, and how do you even start to?
It's like Mount Rushmore,
Where do
right?
you even find a block of stone this size?
That's the other thing.
Like just.
We have the certain symbols. Once you see them, you can say this is the statue of a pharaoh. We call them the signs or the symbols of sovereignty. The sovereignty of the pharaoh, the kingship. One of them is the cobra. The cobra and forehead. This is for protection.
It's called the Uraeus?
Yes.
The Uraeus.
So some people think that your race symbolizes a certain level of
The crown, when you put something is broken here, this could be white crown or red crown. Crown on the nose, crown on the mouth. But in that particular statue, there is something unusual. There is so many cartouches, more than any statue that have been made by that society. You know, cartouche, it's the Oriental name. It's like an oval shape, including the name of the pharaoh who made that statue. It's supposed to be most of the time at the belt, or sometimes in the shoulder. But here we have cartouches everywhere. We have more than 50 years. Look, one here, this is his name. It's the same. Usually each pharaoh will have two cartouches. One is 13, one is 15. They have cartouches here and the other shoulder.
In the world, what we do. I'm just saying, man, this is incredible. Incredible. The Colossus of Rameses. I've never heard of it before. The Colossus of Rameses. Let me get one more picture. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Your husband is blown away. So here's what I'll say. Just be mindful of leaning on the walls. I've seen some stuff that looks like, oh, that looks. No, you won't see it here, but I'll show you. I'm just taking a picture. But where was it? This is now the second time that I've seen it. So wearing the white, I'm cautious about everything, but that looks like somebody wiped something on the walls there, and I saw somewhere else. Just be mindful of leaning on the walls. Yeah, this is amazing. Ugh. Here we go. We're going downstairs to go check out some of these other things. Let's see what we get. Let's see. Oh, that's how they found. You ready? Gotta take a picture. Just do this. Excuse me. Caught it. You're trying to understand how it was done. Just not making any sense.
And you see the king is not like he's running. You see it?
Are those weapons he's holding?
He's running.
No, in his hands, his weapons?
No, those are usually offerings. Jars, either oils or jars of water. And this is bita.
Ptah, that's what I was gonna say, that's Ptah.
Why he's running?
Excuse me.
And if you look, he's running with a crown, and on the other side, he's running with a different crown.
The unification of both.
This is the white, the crown of the south, and this is the red, the crown of the north. This ritual, called the Heb-Sid festival, the pharaoh was required to show his capability to rule the country after 13 years. Like this is the first term. After 30 years, he needs to show that he's come physically prepared to rule the country, the empire, for another 30 years. How he will do that? By doing certain exercises, not with the legends. Now, he will be running in a certain course. He will be fighting with a very strong animal, usually an ox or a bull, and he's required to kill it. And this ritual is very mysterious in the history of Egypt because we don't know where it's come from. The idea of the Heb-Sid festival, the running and the showing the capability. Remember this because when we go to Saqqara, I will talk more because Djoser, the pharaoh who built the step pyramid, was the first one to record it, that he celebrated the Heb-Sid festival. And he have to do this dance. He have to do this running one time as the pharaoh or the king of the north, and one time as the pharaoh or the king of the south. These traditions will be running all over the history of ancient Egypt, all the way till we reach Luxor and the new and the temple of Hatshepsut. We will see her represented running doing the Heb-Sid festival. This owl pieces which is discovered around, this is an excavation area, very active, especially at the end of the 19th century. So many pieces. What we discovered else inside the statue, there were another statue, 11 meters for Ramses II. This is being relocated now in the Grand Egyptian Museum. We will see it's part of our tour. And this is some of offering tables. This is the royal cartouches.
So whose cartouche is this? This is part of Ramses or no?
No. We have the name of Ma'at.
Ma'at?
Yeah, the feather. The feather here, it's referring to Ma'at, or justice. Ma'at Kara, I think this is referring for Tutmosis the third. Or Hatshepsut.
And Ptah's holding, that's the jet.
Yes, in his hand.
The jet.
Yeah.
Can you just define what a cartouche is?
So,
He's got his own.
Peace family, looking to take your brand, artistry, or business to the next level? At V2G Multimedia, we specialize in creating digital biographies, stunning, interactive PDF flipbooks designed to showcase your story, services, or products in a professional and unforgettable way. But that's not all. When you work with us, your biography gets a permanent feature on our affiliate platform, the Biosphere, where it gains ongoing visibility as our community continues to grow. Ready to elevate your presence and connect with a broader audience? Visit v2gmultimedia.com for updates and consultations on how we can bring your story to life. Now, back to the video.
So, Memphis, we believe it was extended all the area underneath this dark wall. And all this area was part of Memphis. And we said, unfortunately, there were a massive destruction happened to the city. It's almost destroyed. We keep discovering small pieces, like what we're seeing in the open air museum. Some of them we know from the cartouches, from the text, we know who is the founder and where we did, who is the pharaoh who made it, and some of them we don't. And for example, this is an amaze of the statue of Rameses II. We know from the name and also the style of having the long staff ended with the face of Amon-Ra. You see it? In his shoulder. This is a very common style by the time of Rameses II. The squares, which is the frontal face of Hathor.
We're going to stop there for a minute.
Okay. Here?
That's Hathor?
Yeah.
But once through for you, and so just tune into, and I feel like it's more the Hathors here than it is, I mean it's not separate, but yeah, so.
We don't know the real owner of that space, but from the style, from the artistic style of this statue, what the meaning of the artistic style, the way they carve the eyes, the way they carve the beard, the way they carve the nose and the simple smile. You can tell this is dates to the New Kingdom. 1500 BC. The basement, some of them, I'm not saying that's only the basement. I'm saying also there were erosion, signs, broken pieces, which is very... Let's go.
Yeah, this piece is powerful. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Something about this one. Man, so we gotta finally, you know, explain and admit and tell us that the reasons why we see the noses is because they were most definitely chiseled out, and chiseled off. It's just amazing to kind of see. Is she in there? Yeah. Okay, that's what I thought. I'll be the last, sir. You can go ahead. Thank you for that, Ahmed.
Welcome.
Still working those quads. Still working those quads.
I'm telling you.
I'm still working those quads.
So how was that first stop? Amazing.
So many questions, I think. That's what I say. So many questions.
Excavation site, which is maybe working through 2023 and 2024, and on the area on the right side now.
Wow, look at that.
This is the excavation area. You see the white tent on the right side from the Archaeological Egyptian Antiquity Council. This is the caves and the tombs they discovered and they carved into the mountain. And one of them for one of the high priests that they use for me supervising the excavation. The bale of sand and rocks in front of us state ahead. This is the remains left as well. This is the remains of the, you see on the right side, this is the pyramid of Saqqara from the 5th dynasty, 2200 BC. But the masterpiece and the most famous part of Saqqara, it's the Great Step Pyramid. The Step Pyramid, the first stone building in over the history of the mankind, which is designed by the very famous engineer Imhotep. Yeah, the architect of the Pharaoh Djoser. He designed the first stone building, which is the first pyramid shaped tomb, the Step Pyramid of Saqqara, the one you see on your right side now.
So we just come out, even the dogs are here. But we're here in Saqqara. This is the location of the first step pyramid. The designs of Grandmaster Imhotep that has put together pieces. Yes. That have put together some pieces that are just amazing. And just to think of how long ago these were designed and how long ago they were done is even more amazing. So yeah, man, we're about to walk into some ancient locations here in Saqqara, KEMET, and I'm just here embracing the journey, the ride. Enjoying the ride. Hitting the ground running, as they say. Hitting the ground running. This should be very interesting.
If anybody says anything that goes against his stuff, yeah, that's not good.
How are you, brother? Thank you. No, thank you. That looks nice. Thank you.
Not a vote?
No, I'm good.
Second to good tour. Tourism is very important. And we are very important. The other thing which is very important, it's the people will see them inside the tombs, inside the temples, with the gallery. Anybody asking for money will get. Yeah. Or asking for here or there. Yeah. This is very important. Now, please, the chariot, catch the phone ass. Huh?
I mean, freshman, he trying to get that bread. This is grand level.
I give you the
Oh yeah. No, I'm not an enemy. This is nuts. Can you imagine going in there? Could just see and feel it all. There's levels. Levels of this. Levels to it all. The tomb of Mehu. Respect king. Thank you. Walking tireless to dance to hands against the door. Bent around gentle. Oh, smoke.
Cold water, cola, Sprite, what? Want some drink? Cold water, Coca-Cola, Sprite, Cola Zero, normal, yeah.
Oh, our first camels. You see them?
Went on a camel ride.
Coming through, coming through. My friend called crown loads. She calls them crown loads. Yes, exactly. Entering the tomb.
You want to wait the next one? Yeah, stay on the right side and mind your head.
This isn't like the red pyramid stuff. No. My quads are still messed up. That was a workout. I'm good there. I'm good. I'm good. Yes.
You're gonna need help, right?
No, no, I'm good. We're going down into the tomb, into a tomb now. We're going down into the tomb now, We're going down, 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 down into a tomb now, to a tomb now. We're going down, 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 into a tomb now, into a tomb now. We're going down, down,
Was it
down.
these people?
Oh, this is nothing compared to the other one. Nothing. Yeah, but this is nothing. I'm telling you. Damn. The other one's.
That's why the coil.
And it's not this wide. And it's not this wide.
Okay, ready?
Yep.
Yeah, the red pyramid was 100 times worse than this.
But this same angle was steeper.
This same. No. A steeper. A little steeper.
Yeah.
And not as wide. No, I'm telling you, not as wide. This is easy.
What was harder, going down or coming back up?
Up. Down was easy.
Yeah.
Because you didn't feel it.
Wow.
This is amazing. Come up, get a little break, and then squat and go. There we go. Oh, you can see the glyphs. You can see the glyphs. That's what I thought. Yes, coming from about there. This was the Egyptian book of the day. The instructions of how to travel in the afterworld. This room is based on, this is the first text, because this is And it's like a whole story, exactly, yeah? It was in color. Yeah. How do you feel? This is something else. Nice sound. I was about to go through. Excuse me. Science is a life. Shout out to John Robinson, ID 4 Winds, my brothers, coming forth by day. Your album is based on this very pyramid. I have some. So this is Anas, the same Serepeum? Yes, Anas, or everywhere. Anas. Respect Anas.
This is a picture
I
on
did.
his phone
So,
of the
the question that I had was... Uh-oh. Honest.
Just 1 minute to see everything. Because the time will close.
Pardon. Hi.
Need a break from crowd. Can you get up in the middle? You see that?
You see how you're able to do that here?
you were like 6 feet plus. This would be it.
The red pyramid, no, this was not the case. Very similar, but no. And my quad say, you have done this before. You've done this.
This is deja vu.
This is deja vu.
Why do you do it?
Again, so soon. You Americans just don't get it. You okay? You okay?
Yeah, fine, man.
King on this. Thank you. Thank you.
First came the pyramid text, then the coffin text.
Yes.
And then
That's why he said
pyramid as a central building. But actually, to the right side, he built other buildings. He called them the shrine of the north and the shrine of the south. So he used to be crowned as the king of the north and the king of the south. The area front of the pyramid, this is very wide area here. You remember the Hepsit festival, the one he's the pharaoh?
Yeah.
Yeah. He used to do that here.
Oh, the coronation.
Yeah. The coronation or the jubilee, where he's have to reform and have to show his capability to rule the country for the next 30 years. Running in a certain track here, cutting or killing an ox, and showing those physical exercise to show that his capability to be the next pharaoh.
So that means all of this was, it was lower, it was empty.
Yeah, but we think it's the same.
By the way, a lot of people call the Heb Sed festival, it's more coming from African roots.
Yes.
Yeah.
But from which part of it? West Africa?
We don't know.
But why would they say that?
They say that because first it was very old, and second, we didn't find anything talking about the roots or where it's come from.
But they do something similar in other parts of Africa.
We think yes. And this is
maybe in Kush. Maybe in Kush.
Maybe.
I think they borrow from each other a lot.
There is an aside, and the effect goes up and down.
Yes, because of the Nile.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow, it's bigger than it looked over there. And this one, Grandmaster Imhotep. Huh. Oh, we come back out this way, right?
Yeah, we're gonna go. There's a whole sound healing.
All right. I want to get a picture from this.
The pyramid, it's dedicated to those 2000, almost 2,700 BC. And as I said, this is the oldest pyramid ever. So how they used to bury the pharaohs before the pyramids, before Imhotep? They used to bury the pharaohs in rooms under the ground, and they covered the rooms with a stone bench. We called it mastaba. Imhotep, the brilliant architect, decided, and instead of making one mastaba, he made 6 of them. To be like Ber Ra'medu, the way to the god Ra. It's just like a ladder, taking the spirit of the pharaoh all the way to unify it with the god Ra, which is one of the miracles and one of the architecture achievements of this pyramid. It's not only the pyramid, but underneath the pyramid there is a maze with 3 kilometers of corridors and tunnels. Some of them, until today, we don't know what the meaning and why they made that like that. The central shaft is the cartouche. The central shaft, it's ended with the coffin. The coffin was massive. The coffin was 3 meters and 5 meters high. 5 meters long and 3 meters high. Massive. And all the way it was connected with those corridors. That is the Djoser. This is the entrance which is open in the 25th dynasty, by the way. It's not the original entrance. The original entrance, and most of the pyramids, or all the pyramids, usually the entrance is the north side, not in the south side. So this is this is not the original entrance. We still have the original entrance on the other side, but this is the entrance which made in the 26th dynasty.
Is this where they found all the cats?
And there were a lot of pottery, but not all.
Oh.
They got probably close to the mind your head.
Thank you, sir. Good. The original.
Well, this is the first one, right?
Yeah, and this is only the first one.
I think they got smaller as time went by.
And you can see the entrances of the underneath corridors from here, from the top. Actually, beside the underneath corridors, you see there is a lot of wooden pieces up there. This is a renovation happened through the years, 18th century and 19th century. But there were small pieces which was from the original design of the pyramid. They said there is at least a distance of 3 kilometers of underneath corridors and underneath the pyramid.
3 kilos.
Yes. Have a look. You can see the entrances from here.
That was what, 50 meters?
This is considered like the most recent part of the pyramid. This is we think at least 3 kilometers. Also, you can see the massive size of the sarcophagus.
I never knew this. Not all this inside. What? Did you see? Did you get a picture? It's mind-boggling. Just don't drop your phone. Please don't. Yeah, I'm almost afraid to put my phone because once it goes, it's gone. This is the only one that's open for us. You talking 5,000 years ago? Come on. And this is just one entrance. Could you imagine what else is down there?
Huge tunnel system. Yeah, the tunnels.
Could you imagine without these lights and you just have a torch?
Good point.
Or whatever they use to light things up.
So good?
Very good. Thank you. Now I'm convinced now. 1,000%.
هنمشي من حضرتك
خدمتك يا استاذ اسكندر ما تقلقش.
I'm crazy.
We're still waiting for some crew inside.
They're kind of taking care of the memory. They take care of a lot of Egyptian artifacts. Interesting. You came on artifacts there. If you look, Djoser is 2,700 BC. 26 dynasty is almost 700. There's 2,000 years.
Were they still building?
No.
Would you be able to do me a favor and take a picture? I want to stand like right here. Like a wide angle, please. I'm sorry. They're saying that's not the original entrance, that the original entrance is there on the other side. So the entrance is there on the other side. And when you go in through this entrance and you go down and you go through the shaft, it leads you, it's 5 levels down this high, as you see at the top. 5 levels. And they're also saying, our Egyptologists explain that not all of the corridors have even been explored yet. So to even truly understand what this is, what it represents, what it's for, the connections between it, because it's not a complete excavation, it's still ongoing. Which is why the one corridor here, which I believe he said most of the structures, this is nuts. Then the other thing, where would you get these large slabs of granite? It was the question that the sculptor asked the Egyptologists, and the Egyptologists explained, well, most of the granite that they use, like when we were at the site with Ramses in Memphis, was from Aswan. And the travel distance for something like that. What I will say is, bro, don't believe the hype. Don't believe the hype. That's it. That's all I can say about that. But yeah, just taking a moment to reflect, just understanding what the king's got to be in shape. If you're gonna rule, you have to prove it. So you should be in shape based on his assessment of what the king had to do. So we're walking through. Boom, 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 do, do, do. To your nose, oh no, to your nose. No. My man's still pressuring me. Oh, look at you. I like this is a good spot for a picture. Light head.
No biggie.
One day I'll be able to pay back my people, but right now, nah, chief. My man is persistent. He said, I'm gonna get this $100. But it just says initiation and nothing else.
I'd admire the king's eternal palace. You know, so you give a guest an initiation too.
You see here? We are now here. See on the side? This is an imitation. We had homes. The homes at that time made from mud brick. And the mud brick would be, homes would have pillars from trunks of palm trees to support logs of palm trees as roof and leaves of palm trees as roof. So here is an imitation of the logs of palm trees.
Sorry. I'll leave out of here now with even more questions than I had prior to coming. This is...
Yeah, I have a lot of questions too.
And I don't...
Like some kind of like prayer
So circle time after this is what we should have.
I don't know. Maybe
Before dinner, because during dinner, I feel like it's not going to flow the same. So like
during dinner, like before dinner, you're thinking.
Yes.
Yeah.
While it's still up. Because once you eat, then you ground yourself.
Yeah, you're right.
So like, I'm sorry, like right now we're getting on the bus, and I think this is it for today. But we have another stop.
I don't know.
Because it was Memphis and Saqqara.
Someone said we go and see that blue man, you know, the sacred man.
So that's when we'll have the conversation.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe we can guest house with the sacred man.
Oh yes, that's right.
Yeah.
So we have questions with the blue man.
Yeah.
Then we enjoy
Awesome.
A star child.
Yeah.
Like all of us are.
Thank you.
This was well worth it. Even
The three pyramids. At the end, the Great Pyramids in the fourth dynasty. So all this area is a cemetery.
they all are lined up.
Dynasty sandwich.
You said dynasty what?
Dynasty sandwich. Sandwich.
Literally.
Works on so many levels.
The Serepeum, the catacombs of the sacred bull Apis. Sacred animal necropolis. That's what I said. Apis is the bull. You know who else is the bull from ancient Mesopotamia? That was what is it? Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh wrestled the great bull. Yes, of the same allegory.
Yeah. And then modern religion just took everything too far.
Yes, to separate,
Yes.
to make things more difficult.
Yes. To abuse power.
Of course. Sounds like our leaders now.
Yes.
Nothing has changed.
And those beautiful allegories had such lovely intentions. In a world of low literacy.
What did they say? Whoa. Uh-oh. Wow. Now just imagine underneath all of the other ones, it opens up wide like this too. It has to be. It has to be. It has to be. What? What's this?
Guys, come closer, please. So, what is the Serepeum? Where we are? This place called Serepeum. Serepeum, we think that place have been used to cover. So it's been used to bury the sacred bull Ibis.
Yes.
Sacred bull Ibis. This is a very special bull, an ox. It's been chosen to be completely all black with a very small white part of it, and it should be born during thunder. The moment that it's been born, it should be in a stormy or a standard part weather. If they got those conditions in one pole, they be chosen to be the sacred bull Ibis. And then it's been after the bull Ibis, after the death, it's been mummified. So for a long time, we believe those couples have been used to the sacred bulls of Ibis. But now we have multiple questions. First, the size of the sarcophagus. It's massive. It can't be for one piece. Second, we didn't find any of mummies, myriad, the French Egyptologist, 1852, he read that Strabo, the historian, he was here 100 BC, and he found 2 lines of Sphinx leading to the great Serepeum, he said. So he keep digging until he found those Sphinx. Those Sphinx are the Louvre Museum now. And he keep digging all the way till he found the entrance of the Serepeum. We have 28 cuts into the rock. 28 cuts, but we have 24 sarcophagus with an average weight of 100 tons. Sarcophagus itself.
Each one of these.
100
tons.
Yeah, the sarcophagus itself around 60 to 70 tons. The weight, the length, about 30 tons.
So hold on, they were brought here. They aren't part of the original.
No, they are not brought from the bedrock. They be brought here. So then I want to read the pattern. And when you think how many people needed to, if we were to remember the manual force, how many people? How many people you think? 1,000. Maybe. Yeah. Less.
Hold on.
Good. Maybe. 1,000 for each.
So
Can you see the space? Do you think this is enough?
No way. You'd be chipping the walls and.
Also,
And then you have to lower it.
look to the tunnel itself. The tunnel itself.
It doesn't fit.
Rocked. The tunnel itself. It's been no way to cut this tunnel except.
Is the arch?
No, this is new. Yeah, the new. The tunneling itself. It could be made now with those, those videos which have the machines, the tunnels machines, which making the subways. Yeah, because it's perfectly rounded in some places. And it exactly fit the size of the sarcophagus.
You have to remove whatever you're tunneling, as you make the tunnel.
Not only, without light system.
Right.
Yeah, without light system, without ventilation system.
So again, 100 tons.
100 tons. And let me give you another question. Actually, all these sarcophagus have no carving, except 4 of them. All those sarcophagus found with no carvings whatsoever. They are plank. The only carvings, one here, one there, one for one of the Nubian kings, one of the Kush family, one of Kabiz from the Persian, one with unknown. We don't know who it is.
So there's 3 Kush kings.
One of them.
One of them.
Yeah. Okay? So which one I will show you. We have a chance to go closer to one of these.
Listen. You have to laugh. Come on, man. Yeah. You have to laugh. You have to laugh. You have to laugh. You have to laugh. You have to laugh.
Yeah, what else is going to do?
Look at this. I'm saying on the stories, that thing won't even fit through here. I'm thinking about moving my bed and there's 3 people going through it. There's no way. Oh, I don't. Nah. My man wants some money. They be down here. We'll see. Oh, they will. That's. Oh my goodness!
It's not even from here.
I swan. Come on. No. I'm not buying that. I'm never buying that ever.
The sides of the left, the cover. And look how sharp the edges. Look how sharp this is. When we do the counting of the angles inside, it was 90.00. The right angle inside and the angle outside.
Wait, so how is this moved to this position?
We found it.
It was found like this.
Found like this. And then when we do the measuring machines, which measuring the size from here to the end, it was 3.9 and 3.9 on the other side. And it was 1.9 here and 1.9 there.
So perfect precision. So now the question, when you say found, meaning when they excavated the site and got everything out,
Yes.
then they saw this like
Open
this,
like this.
already open.
Yes. And this is one of the few sarcophagus which is carved. If you look to the quality of the carving, it's not perfect. If you look to the making of the sarcophagus, it's perfect. But the carving itself, it's not perfect. What the meaning of it's not perfect? You see the lines, it sometimes is not perfectly inlined. So how come somebody who do this perfect coffin and he do this very low quality writing? The only explanation that the writings happen late.
Yes, for sure.
The writing is not belong to the same time or the same thing that when they do the sarcophagus. Because the lines and the carvings showed. Besides, we have a cartouche here.
I was gonna ask, where's the cartouche?
There's a cartouche here. And that cartouche
Right
is
here.
empty, you see?
Oh,
Here?
so no one was buried here.
Nobody.
So they made a cartouche, but no one was buried here. So meaning when it was carved, when these markings, the hieroglyphics were made, they couldn't put a name because there was no one in it.
Nobody there. And this is confirming that this cartouche is being made, or these carvings have been made after.
Yes.
Yes, look.
Because a complete one would know who's in there.
Finally, the last thing is, look how smooth.
It's empty here too.
There's one you can
Now,
actually get down.
Remember, we talk about what do you expect, how many people needed to move one
It's fine.
to this one. Actually,
We shine a light, then they shine light on it and they be like, give me some money.
in this.
It's like giants were playing with blocks of cement and just left it.
Look to the size of the ledge, the cover from here.
Oh, nah.
Anti-gravity. There's no other way.
Bruh, they playing with us.
Wow, that's mind-blowing. I mean,
Salama family.
Yeah, I have to process this. Make it to the computer to get some of this footage off of this. So we were here, we ate at a beautiful location, man. A really great location. A really great location. Where we are now here. And, beautiful location. Look, this is a restaurant. We sat down right here, all of us. Had a nice chat, nice talk, building session, laughs, jokes. And now we're about to break out so we can head to the School of Carpentry, or where they make and master carpets. And then we have a flight to Aswan at 6 something tonight. But so far, a really dope and great experience. You know what I mean? Dopeness. KEMET it's been cool. But there's still a lot of questions I'd rather have. You know what I mean? A whole lot. Man, it's only 23% left. But what's about to happen is we're about to fly out to Osman for this next flight. You know what I mean? It's an extended trip. Taking off. Pretty interesting vibes. Pretty interesting everything. So it's king stuff right now, man. And chilling, cooling. There's nobody to the left. There's nobody to the right. Can't be. Yeah. Chilling. So what I'm gonna do? Just kind of like put the bag over there, situate my situation, and yeah, I'm about to just vibe out and listen to some tunes, y'all. I'm gonna catch y'all in Osman. I mean, so far it's been an amazing experience, you know? Amazing experience. I'm locking myself in these seats, but there's a possibility that there may be somebody that comes along, but I'm asking the universe to just clear it so that I can stay right here. I am a window shopper when it comes to, you know, flights, when it comes to travel. So, he's gonna keep it that way, but we'll see what happens. I might be situated next to someone, maybe not. Either way, I'm vibing out, and like I said, we'll catch y'all in Osman. Peace. Alright, we're moving. We're headed. We're in Aswan.
Aswan is not Cairo.
No.
Whoa.
No.
This is a different vibe here.
Yes.
Wait, our bags? Or
No, we will bring.
they will bring it? Oh. How you doing, brother? Good. Thank you. So we're in Aswan. Look at this. We're about to take a boat across to the hotel. This is absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Are you not entertained? No, I'm only playing. Still working on my hearing. This is pretty intense. I have to give a shit to Oshun. This is Oshun's waters. This is next level.
I think we can get on. You know what? Okay.
Go ahead.
So go to the right, Joe. Yeah.
How are you? This is, maybe let me sit on this side so I can get a better view. Whoa. This is interesting. Wow. Just touched the Nile River. Wow. Look at the bird. Look at the bird. It is. Wow. Wow. Wowzers. I was.
Oh, wow. That's like a night heron. What is that? A night heron. It's gorgeous. We have them in Florida. Baby. You welcome to us? Oh, that's a beautiful picture. It's a night heron. Did you get a picture of it? Yeah, she got a picture.
Thank you, sir. That was amazing.
That was so cool.
Listen. Hey, what's going on, cuz? What's up, cuz? Oh, it's a little short.
Yeah.
Watch this one. This one is shorter. Wow. This feels very different than Cairo.
This is very beautiful.
We'll wait for the next one?
If you like.
Or we can walk?
We can walk, yeah.
Yeah, we walk.
There's a space for you. You had the black bag.
You have one on.
Right here. One more.
A black.
Where's this bag? You have the bag from the head.
No, he was holding this.
No, it was on top of
Okay.
If it was our suitcases, they will bring it down for us.
Okay.
I put it on top of
Oh, okay. All right.
It's only 9% battery, but we're gonna film as much as we can, though. This is beautiful. What do we have to do?
Passports so we can get our rooms. Passports for rooms.
Passports for the room.
There you go. Wow. Crazy. Does anyone know how to play the piano?
That'd be lovely.
This is an amazing hotel.
It's beautiful.
Who are these people? I came to see who these people are. Egyptian First Lady, Queen of Jordan? Wait. Huh. What? Hi, how are you, sir? This is a nice, dope hotel, even though we won't spend a whole lot of time here, but look at this. I like it. Whoa. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Aswan. KEMET. Rub on inside of this nice, luxurious dining facility. This is an upgrade from the other place, I think. Wow. The Nubians are taking care of us Nubians.
You will love the food here. It's very good.
The Nubians are taking care of us Nubians.
أنا مش للأسف
Where can I put my? I have to put my arm in. We're about to get our grub on, y'all. Look at the teeth.